I'm Shauna Gurney, and I am the program manager for early intervention in the state of Maine. Fiona, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, I'm Fiona Vivar. I'm an early childhood transition coordinator in Delaware, supporting Part C and Part B.
Ashley?
Hi, I'm Ashley Walkie. I'm the 619 coordinator from Indiana. And Pam, I think that leaves you.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Pam Kellish. I am Part C coordinator from Alaska. And we're all here from the Leadership Academy Cohort 3 to tell you about our experience. And I think one of the best parts is all the networking that you get to experience. And that's how we all met each other and continue to work together even past the cohort ending. I am a new Part C coordinator, having been in the position for a year and a half now. And it was just really perfect timing for me to both learn more about early intervention, but also just to learn what other states are doing in the different areas. So for me, it was just a prime opportunity at the right time. How about you, Shauna?
My Part C coordinator attended the first or second cohort, I can't remember which one. And she really felt that I would also benefit from attending the third cohort. So not only do I work at the site level, but I also work at the state level with professional development for ongoing and onboarding. And she felt that I could get a lot of tools from this to support my work in that area, as well as my work directly with the sites. Ashley, how about you?
Well, my boss also went through this last year. And so before I even had my contract signed with the state, she had reached out and said that she thought it would be a good orientation kind of tool for me. So I actually applied to the academy before I was a state employee. But it was like baptism by fire. So it was really great. What about you, Fiona?
I participated in it just, one, to find out what other states were doing and learn from them. And part of it is also just to really always work on improving myself and my skills, right, as I work with different agencies around the state and as I support Part C and Part B. So, those were the main reasons.
One of the things we're focusing in on in Alaska is our fiscal system. And so part of the academy, we learned about regulations, writing them and changing them. And then also heard from other states and how they advocated to obtain more money for their early intervention systems. So that was really important piece for me that I took away, and I'm continuing to utilize in my position. Shauna?
Yeah, I learned a ton from the academy. I think a couple of the things that stand out for me is one, being able to have the network or really learning alongside of and from all the seasoned individuals in the field that we got to be with for the 3 weeks that we were together, and learning, how other folks, what they're doing in their states, and how maybe I could emulate some of that. So to support our state as well. And also really, the capstone project has been a big deal for me, because it's causing me to carve out time to really work on something that's going to impact us at the state level. And that's been a really great tool for me, not only to learn about help me move forward in my own professional development, but also has left me with tools that I can use to support my staff and also to support other leaders in the state.
I am echoing everyone here when I say that the relationships are definitely the best part. We are living proof of that. And just being able to have someone to call and you can speak the same language because this is such a unique field. So it's nice to not have to explain what you're doing and you could just have the conversation. So that was a big favorite. The other thing that was really helpful was working on like an elevator pitch because I tend to be long-winded, as you can tell right now, I'm sure. So being able to condense down the important parts so that you can say what you need to say to those important people, that's been very helpful too.
And coming from a small state and seeing how bigger states do things, that's kind of a big eye-opener. And really, the other important things is really taking a step back and really, I guess, identifying some of those personal, professional things that I want to improve, always just improving and realizing, wow, I haven't read some of these old pedagogy that we've studied years ago in college that you kind of, it's kind of a good reminder to go back and look at the root of why we do some of the things we do. You forget some of those basics things, right? Bottom level things that it's important to, I guess, just retrieve back in your memory and really revive that in your, just to have a better understanding. And so as you're providing TA to others, it kind of helps to really focus and guide others. So those are a couple of the things that were important things to learn.
We have something unique in Alaska called the Mental Health Trust, which is a foundation that helps serve a certain group of individuals. And infants and toddlers with disabilities is one of the 5 groups. And so they have kind of taken this and run with it as well. And they have agreed to hire a contractor to do a whole fiscal overview of our system. And so we're going to use that information to help us advocate for expanding the Medicaid billing codes. So one of the pieces that I learned that I need to do through the academy is really figure out where are the programs right now in terms of how are they utilizing all the available resources that they have. So then we can go and advocate for that from the legislature and say, we know we have this data, we know that we're using all the resources that we have, but we're still coming up short, for example. So for me, I think just having the academy and the capstone project really kind of helped me center that coming back and place, like you said, cut out time in your schedule to really dedicate to making it happen. So we're excited. We're seeing things are happening, and we'll see 6 months from now. But I think there's going to be some real positive changes happening as a result.
A few of the things that stick out in my mind. One is I've been able to bring a lot of this information back and actually share it. A lot of the leadership in stuff that we've learned, share it with the other leaders in the state of Maine, which has been a really nice opportunity because, as probably many of you know, when you are in leadership, you don't always get a lot of your own professional development. You spend a lot of time providing that to others. So not only was I able to gain from that, I was able to bring it back to the other leaders in the state here. I've had a lot of success with the action plan that we used in the Leadership Academy, and I have used that in several different ways. I've used it with some community initiatives where we've kind of gotten a little bit lost on what it is that we want to do next and really how to get there. And the action plan has really helped us kind of focus in, hone in on what it is that we want to do and take the steps needed to actually get there, which has been nice. And I've also been able to use that action plan at the site level for employees to help with their professional development, which has been really nice as well. And also, we've done a lot of work at the state and all different levels with our true colors and really learning about the way that folks communicate and how best to communicate with one another. Because we know communication obviously is a really key component to longevity and a healthy workplace environment. So those are just a few of the things. I could continue on and on. Well, actually, I should also say one of you mentioned the elevator pitch, and I'm glad that you said that because with my capstone project, I'm trying to bring a comprehensive professional development system to the state of Maine. And I needed to really pitch that to the state director. And so with what we learned about our elevator pitches, I was really able to write a nice, succinct pitch and send off that I felt very proud of, actually. So I have yet to hear back, so stay tuned.
And the capstone project, we've heard a lot about it from all of these other fine ladies too. My capstone project is in full swing. Our data collection and data quality was pretty poor. It still is poor. So I did an analysis on that, found out where most of the areas were, where there were issues, created a lot of resources around those. And we are like 4 weeks in of office hours, and we've had almost like 100 participants in that. So I'm hopeful we'll get to see, come next year when we do more data collection, if the quality has improved at all. So I'm excited about that too.
Just learning even those little things on how to facilitate your meeting better, how to have a conversation at a meeting, just those little nuances that you pick up and you forget, like, hey, that's a great idea. Just taking all those little bits and pieces to hopefully just improve me, so then it then improves how we provide services, and eventually, of course, what we all want is better outcomes for children and families, right? So,
well, I think it goes without saying that we all would highly recommend Cohort 4, I guess it is, and for everyone to apply if you're interested.